no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Falcons will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Air Force's offense will take the field for the first time. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. Quick step and go. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Air Force!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed, and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hauls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first. Touchdown, Falcons! A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he doinks it off the left upright. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Dropping back, it's Horvath. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going right to work up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Air Force. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Quarterback on the keeper. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll give it to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll knock him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause, and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. On the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner is stopped. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Here comes the two-point try.
He's got two. Cooler, cooler, cooler. Ready?
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the two.
Navy, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. This is a designed run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. To the air, it's Horvath. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Hutchinson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Finds a crease at the 20. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Air Force.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll run the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to 3. Or maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
He'll return it from the 50. And there he goes. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a hit.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Now on the option. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got room to work. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One more snap coming before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Falcons will hustle to the line. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Here's the give off the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here on 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He does a good job of dropping there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Falcons! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to pass. Now improvising. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
There he goes. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep getting...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He'll toss it. There he goes. Touchdown, Air Force. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 7 over Oregon State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the fullback. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Sends it back in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Horvath. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Leonard. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He'll do it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Horvath. He's going to throw deep right side. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Air Force. The defense putting points on the board.
and they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away, and once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Leonard. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the counter. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The quarterback will keep it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Off the play fake. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great.
And the ball comes out. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hodges. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Motion from the back. On the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Dropping back, it's Woodson. It's complete to the right. Off and running. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready?
Run it with the fullback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Might be looking to run. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 2nd down now after the sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Buys a little time. Throwing on the run. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. He's going to run it. He's got it inside the 15. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his big tight end. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Looking down the left side. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back to pass on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say? Game. It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
The snap sets up the throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Falcons offense will have the opening possession of the game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week.
Down to Sim on the left. Lowers those pads. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. To the air, it's Calandria. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Rebels offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one play quick, a shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Air Force. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard.
Gives it on the option.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Caught in the backfield, it's Gums. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gums. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get him managed. Down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Still looking on the move. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
On the move, it's Thomas. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Offense gets set for 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
Gets rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown Falcons! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27